Jesus. Take the wheel. Hey y'all, this has been an emotional day in Skitland. It started kind of slow. But I hope everybody's having a good day. I'm running errands. About to go get some of this high gas. See if I can find somewhere that's a little bit cheaper. Amen. Then Lord, if I can get these things to stop going on. Find somewhere cheaper than 430. Amen. But why does that keep going on? That's gonna kill my soul and my spirit. I hope everybody's having a blessed day. I don't know what skits may have dropped. I watched the Dominic skits. You know what? I'm gonna go out and see what's popping. Or if somebody's on here from Country Wayne Land. Okay, Juanita, what's going on in Skitland? The last one I seen was I think it was Dominic was following Rashad's girlfriend. Was the last one I seen. And Bethany breakdown. Y'all, I know we all have been critical sometimes of Skitland. Yesterday, y'all, I don't know what all. No, for Riri, don't drink cut water. Amen. That cut water had me saying all kind of stuff. I done made thumbnails to say Danielle instead of Melissa. I done I was listening to some of my lives. I was like, Lord, I said some good stuff, but a lot of stuff was off. Bethany gets fired today. What happened, Nancy? I seen the one where she broke. Oh, the daddy, baby. Baby, daddy gave Destiny, but the father said stuff to Bethany that should have been said a long time ago, and he had never put his foot down with Bethany, and I think that's what hit her so hard today, is that she got the truth, and the truth hurts sometimes. And but y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all, it's a lot, and I always tell y'all that, and I didn't just start saying it, but a lot of these skits are real life, y'all. We might get frustrated with them sometimes. We may be like, this is too much sometimes. But at the end of the day, y'all, these skits are, man, they are absolutely real life. It's what's going on in real life. Even seeing Bethany's break when Candace's friend went in to hug her. Sometimes people can be so strong. They can be so the person that everybody runs to, that they don't even know how to receive a hug or receive love. And I know people like that in my life. They always want to say, I don't need nobody. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm good. But yes, Chris's husband. Oh, did they do a new skit? What was the last skit y'all seen? So I know not to do a spoiler or anything. I think Prince's husband is that thing not going off. He's definitely putting hands on her. Definitely putting hands on her. Y'all hear me scratching on my back window. I still don't know how to turn the back window. Let's go. Y'all, fun fact right quick. Y'all, I have to sleep with like white noise or noise. Sometimes y'all might hear on my lives, it's my ceiling fan, but it's an older ceiling fan. But I haven't gotten a new one because I have to go to sleep to some type of noise, but not that noise. Like I was the house. I'm the friend you go to their house and what is this doing? Hold on. Okay, I think it's doing it now. It's what is it? Y'all, this about to drive me nuts. Do I think Larry would ask for a divorce? You know what? I don't know. I know a lot of unhappy married people. And with today's, this about to kill me. It's gonna kill me, y'all. It's gonna kill me. It's gonna take me out. I think they did it. I hope they did it. God, Oh well, yeah, this about the kids go kill me. Okay, maybe that'll do. Okay, they just clean the window. I learned how to clean the window. Do I think he would ask for a divorce? The last kid I saw was Delicia at the plastic surgery. That's so wet. Yeah, they reaching for Delicia. I don't know if they trying to find a skit for her in Skitland or what, but I don't get it. I'm so sick of. It's like I call it the spaghetti script. It's like they throwing spaghetti up against the wall to see what's gonna stick with Delicia. Leave her with the Amon King now scripts. We don't need no more what you call it, spiderweb skits. We don't need no branching out right now. Let's end one skit and start the next. They did so good yesterday. Yesterday they gave the people what they wanted. Amen. Hey Shelby. They gave the people actually if I care. What this? Is you in the country lane skits or not? Cause sugar, I think you in the wrong place, sugar. We don't do that over here in Auntie Lane. Let me go ahead and put you in time out, brother. Hmm. Yeah, we don't do the trolls at all. That's it and that's all. Yeah, I gotta learn how to turn this thing off. Cause it's gonna take me out. I'm I'm finna get out the car, y'all, cause this about to drive me nuts. But anyway, what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted and these things keep going off is that yeah, a lot of these skits are absolutely real life. The question that you asked me, Nancy, be now that I'm stopped. Do I think he'll get married? Tell it to somebody who cares. Is he out there? Is that person out of my timeout? Get out of my chat. Okay, I got them. Hey, been there too. Hey, Juanita. Yeah, the skits was skitting yesterday, y'all. It's a lot of stuff that happens in the skit show. It absolutely happens in real life. So yeah. Okay, I'm back. Hey, Sakia, how you doing? So this morning we had a live. Oh yeah, this morning's live. Um, keep Auntie Ron in your prayers. We ended that live this morning. She had a family emergency, so keep Auntie Ron in your prayers, please, and thank you. Mom and my son, food, and out of breath. They quick. Um, I'm back, Nancy. I'm gonna try to walk slow. I might can't walk. I might have to get back in the car, y'all, cause I'm out of shape. Amen. But Bethany has a lot of traits and she has a lot of hurt. But today's conversation with her father, she needed that. Her father said everything that everybody has all along about reflecting, gaslighting, and for her it come from her dad this morning. She absolutely needed that. What she would do with that information, that's the kicker. That's the question. Will she learn from it? Will she grow from it? Will she try to seek help? Or will she continue to go down that downward spiral of blaming other people for her actions? So heap see, you know, we go watch as well as pray. But there is a lot, y'all. There's a lot of hurt in Skitland. There's a lot of pain. And not just in the entire world. And we have to keep abreast of that. And that's why I guess I don't I can only speak for myself. That is why some people get frustrated with the skits because there's so much more that can be wrote about. Even the dramatics. Yesterday was a lot of drama packed. It was very drama filled. It was very drama packed. But it was a little bit away from the norm, the toxicity. Because all in this world, we all need friendships. We all need people that we can lean on, that we can love on. And to see repeatedly, even with Dalen's mom, where you're saying It's almost putting in your spirit like don't trust your friends. Don't trust anyone. Which you technically on the cool, you have to be careful about trusting people. You really do. The amount of backstabbing that goes on in Skitland. I mean, to the point where it's just like, you know, what's next? What's gonna be next as far as the um what's next as far as who's gonna betray who next? Part that I think that is kind of hard for everybody and the thing that makes people say the skits are so toxic. So yeah. Um I did feel empathy for Bethany today. I truly did. I did feel a level of hurt for her because as a person, no matter how much we don't like a character, no matter we don't how much we don't like a person, you still wish no evil or no bad if you're a good person on anyone. Even with the Anthony character, whatever. I would hope that he would get help. I would hope that, he would get himself together. I don't wish bad on him. I don't wish hurt or harm on him as a character. Because in real life, you can have people who go do you wrong and all that type of stuff, but that doesn't mean that you, what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't mean that you turn on them or you wish them evil. Because it's God ultimately has the revenge. God is ultimately up to God for the clapback. So never wish harm on your enemies because God gonna take care of that. And not to say God might, you might think you right and God might say you wrong in the situation. So, but anyway, so yesterday I came back home and y'all I did clean it up. I swept around my own front door. I said some stuff that I had to eat back. I had to eat it up. Sakia, I know she was on here a few moments ago. If there are a lot of things I had to absolutely eat up. I had to charge it to the game because at first I was just so sure. Now I still think Dave is a manipulator. I still don't think he's all the way right. I still don't think that. However, I'm not sure, and I'm gonna use this loosely. I'm not sure that him and Danielle crossed the line. Y'all, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I can't say that he did or he didn't. But based on the surveillance, y'all, based on looking at the skits, then I even went back to the skit where she has him picking her up. If y'all go back and look at that, I made I think I shared it. But anyway, the skit where he's picking her up and carrying her through the house, identical to how he did Amber. I did the side by side. Y'all, I think she got cameras or something in that house, and she's using that cameras to watch him with other women. That's where her fantasies are coming from. Which brings me to Deontay's theory that I heard. What if the crazy ex from Arizona is Brittany? Yeah, Brittany did before she left the skits. She had a bad white suit. I'm wondering if Dave is the y'all, something just hit me. Something just hit me, y'all. Who's are y'all with me? Because I'm finna drop a gem. Do y'all remember who? Listen to me now. Do y'all remember who was having restaurant trouble before they left the skits and they had to sell their restaurant? Drop it in the chat if y'all know where I'm going. Who had restaurant trouble? What man had restaurant trouble before he left the skits? What man had restaurant trouble before he left the skits? Drop it in the chat and then I'm tell y'all what theory just hit my head. What man? Y'all drop the name, be there too. What man? Exactly. What if Kelvin know him? What if Kelvin know Dave and they finna cross paths? What if they homies? How, amen, how is he, how is Dave gonna feel knowing that she had some type of, she didn't have relations with Kelvin, but she was entertaining Kelvin too while she was married. And she ended up falling asleep, remember that night that her wig came off at Kelvin's. Is he still gonna think that he had something exclusive, or will he think Amber for the streets? Yeah, it's so many different ways this storyline can go, and I love it. The reason I love it, y'all, we finally got something that none of us can say 100%. It's so many different scenarios. Come on, Chico 1977. It's so many different scenarios or routes that this storyline can go. And that's what makes it exciting. That's what makes it juicy. That's what's drawing the audience back in because it's not predictable. We can throw out our theories, but between yesterday, me being excited saying him and Melissa had an affair, to me looking at the surveillance over and over and realizing that, oh Lord, they didn't have sex. They never had sex. It was all in her head. And people were saying it was all in her head. But I had to go back and look and see why. I'm a very, and that's the ADHD in me. Just like sometimes kids who are on the spectrum or whatever, we can notice details that other people don't. So it's like our superpower. Thank you so much, Angela. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button if you're on this live. And y'all, I'm finna sit on the corner, y'all. I'm gonna start stressing the like button more. I'm gonna start stressing subscription more. Cause y'all, that's how we eat. The commentators. Some people have jobs outside of it. I I was let go of my job a month ago. I haven't said it on the live or whatever. But yes, a month ago. So until I get my next, and I'm thinking about going back to corporate, y'all. And sometimes God has to sit you down for a minute. So I feel like I need to sit down to really analyze a lot of things in my life. So I'm not looking at it as a bad thing, but please click share and subscribe. Please, 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 please. Please click share and subscribe. It don't cost nothing to do that. To click share and subscribe. Click the like button, please. But anyway, so I had to go back and look at why, what makes me think, or what in my mind says that she definitely had an affair with him. And at first, and I was telling people earlier, what makes a good movie good is when you got to go back and look at it twice and realize, what did I miss? What did they say? Ooh, they did say that. So went back even after my live this morning to the black and white polka dot dress, the one where Dave picked her up, right? That was the day he told her to go home early, y'all. He said, go home early. And he said, you don't have to go on the trip with me and Amber to South Carolina, right? So if she was sent home early and she didn't go to the trip with them, how did he pick her up? It was them same pair of boots. Because some people say maybe no. She was she the scene with her where David picked her up, that was a fantasy. She had on that same dress and those same boots. Now stretching it, it could have been from another day if she just had on the same outfit. But she had on that same dress, that same boots. Dave, throughout that conversation with her, which in her flashback, all we seen was him talking to her. And in the flashback, if you just looking at it at first glance, it looks like he picked her up and they got together later on that night. If you go back to that skit, I reshared it. That's when he was telling her, you good, we gonna handle the business, you ain't got to go. And she spazzed out. She went and sat down on the couch and spazzed out. How you go from spaz out till he pick you up walking you through the house?
It was a fantasy. The reason that was a part of her fantasy is because that was a triggering moment for her. That triggered her. You going on this trip with Amber, y'all supposed to be friends, and I can't go? That triggered her. She sat on the couch. She went full Carrie from back in the day. Y'all know Carrie, don't you? Oh, I'ma start calling her Carrie because she got them eyes. So she went back in and she spazzed out. Okay, I'm back and keep on doing it. Yeah, she spazzed out. So if you look at the skit where she's in the red, it's like every time, I think the thing with her is every time she's about to, that's when I realized it was a game too, April. When I seen the vision board, I was like, oh, she crazy. But y'all notice, okay, when she had on the red and he had on the little red outfit, they be matching a lot too. That's why I can't rule out and say 100% that they haven't done something. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Sometimes men don't go all the way, but they'll let you do something. Y'all fill in the blank, we grown. But anyway, we ain't gonna get into all that. So I'm thinking she's the type that has been holding on for years. She been working with him 10 years. She been holding on. He don't want to be with her, but he need her. She's the one, and Vaughn brought this up first. I was thinking it, but Vaughn brought it up first when we had a conversation. She's the type that will be the homegirl to go get the boys, go get the girls for you. She's the homegirl that is cool than a fan. She go cover for you. She your wing woman, all of that. When they were in the red sitting outside, his homeboy was walking up. They were about to get into a deep conversation. Every time she thinks that she's getting close to him or she may get chose, somebody always pop up. That y'all look when she looked back when the homeboy was walking across the screen. I'm telling you what I know, y'all. And when I was on the show with Sharon and None Sis, Sharon always stresses the nuggets. You got to pay attention to the detail. You got to pay attention to the little things that the naked eye misses. And yesterday I was crunk. I was hollering. I told y'all. I told y'all. I told y'all. But we all have to be. Yeah, that's what I said too. Been there too. She related to is her last name Adams. That hurt my feelings that her last name was Adams. But like Stephon Diggs, the chef. The chef stayed there. The chef had the house. The chef got paid $2,000 a month. I'm like, girl, I ain't saying, but I'm just saying, $2,000 a month, and you living in a mansion, and you got keys to it, and you get mad because you couldn't go to Miami. Misunderstanding, misunderstanding. But I think Dave is the thing to me that makes David, I mean Dave. Y'all, I be saying the wrong name, but y'all know who I'm talking about when I say the wrong names. The thing about Dave, to me, that makes him a manipulator, he knows, a man knows, he knows that she has a crush on him. When she said, I'm trying to get the whole thing in there. When she said, the way you touch my wrist, that gave her hope. When she said, the way you glaze at me across the room, that gave her hope. She never said when we had sex. And if sex is good, that's the first thing gonna come up, baby. You remember when you held me tight that night? She never said that. She never said, remember when you did that little trick you do? She never said that. Oh, that's the trash man, y'all. Gotta wait till he go by. So, with that being said, they almost gone. It's amazing how technology is now. They ain't even gotta get out the truck no more. They just gotta put the little handle thing and they do it for need that job. But anyway, she never said those things. So that's what made me uh feel like after Sakia brought it up, can't see because he never had sex with, yeah. And you gotta think about even with the pie thing, I stress the pie thing, but I stress the pie thing in reverse. it was wrong. I was focused on him eating the pie and her with the fork. He didn't have a fork. She was happy to get his saliva because when you take a bite out of something, you leaving breath, you leaving something, saliva, you leaving something behind. And he took 2 big pieces, plus he was just on the keyboard, amen, so his hands is dirty. And he gave the pie back to her, and she dug into that pie like it was the best pie ever because it had his juices on it. I put it like that. That's why that was so intimate to me, but when I relooked at it, looking at it from a different lens and a different angle, she was the one that got the back end of the pie. She did eat on it first with the fork, so some of her juices and DNA coulda still been on the fork when he ate it. Amen. So I'm not getting away from that. It is an intimate thing to eat, especially pie with somebody, especially somebody they ain't washed their hands enough, but, certain people different from us. Amen. So with all those factors in line, I'm relooking at the pie thing. It was still a source of intimacy. It still was intimate, but the intimacy was in her head, not his. He was looking at it like, this my homegirl, I'm finna bite off her pie. Which normally in the culture, the homeboy can't eat off my pie. I cut you a piece, but you're not finna eat it and give it back to me. And I still stand on that. That's why I can't 100% say, y'all, that they never done anything. I can't stick on that. I can't. Then that house. Y'all, that house, if the writers use that, oh, I wish I was a country writer. That house can be used for so many things. That house is where she goes to vent. That house is her duck off. That house is where she can be crazy and let her crazy out. She can't let her crazy out in front of Ben and Danielle because they gonna have her committed. Somebody in the comments said that she was locked up. I don't remember that episode. So if anybody knows about that, please let me know. Hey, Christopher, I'm recapping what I said earlier today for anybody who may have missed it about the Melissa thing and also talking about Bethany and, Bethany needs some help, y'all. Bethany needs some help. Bethany ain't wrapped too tight, y'all. She cracking. And somebody, I missed it in the comments when I was in the car. Yes, I do believe Brooke is pregnant. Remember her dad asked her last night, I'm not about to eat behind you or drink behind unless we together. Exactly, Chico. That's what I said. But he know that she'll do anything after him. I truly feel like the scene would have even been different if it would have started out with her biting the pie, not with the fork, but her biting the pie and giving it to him. He would have been like, I don't want that. But it was the reverse. He put his hands on it and stuff. I don't think he would have took it out of her hand. So sometimes, like I think, just in life, y'all, we have to look at things differently. You might look at 2 people together, and this done happened to me before. You look at 2 people together, you think they kicking it, you think they together. They might be blood brother and sister, but it's the way, however your mind is wired. And yesterday, my mind was wired with, oh, they did it. I knew he was a dog. Not still saying he not a dog. Not saying they're manipulated. He is every bit manipulating Melissa. He is every bit controlling Melissa. Melissa is his trained puppy, but he don't know how crazy she really is, I don't think, because she downplays every time he hurts her. I think whoever, and I hope it's Brittany, y'all, that would be something. Writers, is that what y'all doing? Is that what y'all doing? If the crazy ex that's in Phoenix is Brittany and he's worked with Kelvin in the past, and Kelvin was with Brittany, he almost was with Amber. Oh, Lord. Mm, misunderstanding. Misunderstanding. Y'all, this could get real good. Real good, real fast. I'm just telling what I know. The other thing I think, if it's not Brittany, who's the crazy ex from Phoenix, I don't think the crazy ex from Phoenix is really crazy. I think Remember she said the key words. She said, "And I've been intercepting that." So he's getting messages that she's stopping the crazy woman from getting to him and getting his business. I think he may really have been in love or liked whoever's in Phoenix, and she's acting like that person is sending messages or stalking messages or texting him at inopportune times, but it's really her. Did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch that? The crazy ex really ain't crazy. It's crazy her that's intercepting. I do believe been there too though. There is somebody that he dated in Phoenix. But the part about making that person look crazy is through phone calls or through texts or whatever. That's Melissa doing that. She's manipulating that situation. I'm telling what I know. Let's see what Christopher said. And today came and say he on the phone with Melissa only. Then I believe Melissa not making things up in her head. Okay, so I went back to that where she said, I haven't been with anyone. She's letting him know, even, and I've said it a million times. I had a sneaky link, true story. And I want to say for 2 years straight, I was with nobody but my sneaky link. And I knew he did whatever he did. He didn't have a permanent girlfriend or anything like that. But I didn't mess with anybody else because I didn't believe in spreading myself around like that. And he had that, yes, sir. Amen. Y'all come over here, it's gonna get real. He had that, yes, sir. Amen. And I didn't, yes, ma'am, was over him. And yes, sir, and yes, ma'am, we had an arrangement. And I can't say I know for a fact he was with other people, but I was not with anybody else. So her saying that is not abnormal to say I wasn't with anybody else. She could have not been with anybody else out of loyalty for him because she's saving herself for him. This thing with Melissa is about her wanting to have next. It's about her wanting to have next. If you think it's for Melissa wanting to have next, I need you to click the like button. I got 27 people in here with 9 likes. I know sometime last night Auntie was on Cutwater. I don't know. I was saying Danielle was Melissa and all that. But if you like Auntie and some of the stuff she say, push the like button. Amen. Thank you for pushing like whoever did that. I got 25 people in here. Just push the like button. That's the only way Auntie can get in the algorithms. Amen. If you push the like button, y'all don't do nothing else. Even if you don't subscribe, click the like button. Amen. Amen. It don't cost you nothing to click like. But y'all, I believe that's what's going on with this situation. And if you missed anything I said, go back and press rewind. But Brittany was crazy. But was Brittany crazy? Was that crazy? We never seen that side. Remember what she did with Kelvin and Dalen with the purse thing? She was a little off. She was a little off, y'all. Y'all remember that? She was a little off. Hold on. Let's see here. Jack and Antonio, yes, sir. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie about the situation. I ain't even gonna lie about the situation. I had a yes, sir. I know what Delisha and Shayla going through. I had a yes, sir. Take everything in me not to text yes, sir. And no yes, sir. Mm-hmm. And I ain't been with nobody yet. Since yes, sir. Struggle is real. But yes, sir, the had you doing strange things. I had to detox myself from yes, sir. I know what yes, sir would do to you. Hmm. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, but y'all get on here lying, act like this. Oh, I ain't never did nothing wrong before. I am retired right now, but before retirement was yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can't even go see yes, sir, with gas being 420. Yes, sir, would have to come with some yes gas, some yes Exxon. Amen. Some Shell. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lord. But yes, sir. Y'all done got me to remember this. What we talking about again? My whole mind left that quick. That's what yes sir do to you. And it could be again that Melissa ain't had the yes sir, but she might have seen the yes sir. Did y'all see some of them gray pants? I'm sorry, me and this in the chat, but that's what we talk about when we alone. Yeah, but she might have seen the yes sir. Or maybe like we speculate, maybe she ain't went all the way, but maybe he done allowed her to do some other things with the yes sir. I remember that day that Shayla dropped over there and that girl was in the elevator. It wasn't enough time for them to take off no clothes and stuff. She gave them that quick yes sir. She was talking to yes sir. Y'all see what Amber said? What did Amber say on the couch? She said if I open up my mouth with you, y'all better read between the lines. Auntie know everything. I'm gonna get a job at the Aunties Club. Because these young people, y'all don't want to tell the truth. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Mm-hmm. Go get off of this. Nancy, you behave now. You married over there. Luther Vandross said, you have to creep. I'm telling you. Believe Dave, I like Amber a little more than the other one. Yes, that's what triggered her, Christopher. That's what triggered her. Cause Amber not a hit and quit it. That's why I say Dave ain't right, y'all. Dave is a whole monger. He likes them pretty. He likes them smart. He like Melissa, but Melissa just can't, Melissa don't realize she can't do it for she ain't he ain't looking at her like that. He want butter pecan. That vanilla too plain for him. He want butter pecan. He want rocky road because he like them crazy. And if the woman in what's it called Phoenix is crazy, that shows you that Dave is driving these women crazy. Cause Amber is one yes sir away. One more yes sir, she gonna be gone. She gonna tell Anthony you can have it all. If she get a couple more doses of yes sir, tell him what I know. The doctor was all right. I believe Melissa see the yes sir because even if the yes sir awake, it is still speaking. Amen. Amen. The yes sir don't have to. The yes sir can be silent. She could have accidentally walked in. Oh, I'm sorry. And she was like, yes sir, yes sir, and she been hooked ever since. Charles done went and got him some yes sir made. We still don't know what his yes sir do. We don't know if his is activated or not. He still ain't activated his batteries. I'm just telling what I know. Oh, Deuce. Y'all, Deuce is a fine specimen of a man. If y'all didn't see the interview, I did the interview with Deuce. Deuce is fine and smart and intelligent. Diesel. Hey, man. I call him Cadillac. Cadillac. Oh, Lord. Cadillac. Be Cadillac. He's a nice specimen of a man. Nancy, how did we get on all this? Now, y'all ain't finna